Hello guys, Mr. Shockwave came back here once again. It's time video. Hajime Ippo round 1334? No, 43. Wow, it's been too long. It's been way too long since. But yeah, it's 1443. Hajime Ippo just released yesterday. I was unaware of it. I just randomly showed the set today. But I will say this. I have seen a few pages. Because I just scanned through like a few pages ahead. And I could potentially be mad at this chapter, but I'm not guaranteeing anything. Takamura's recently just dropped the last chapter. Well, he slipped. That's pretty much it. Cause sure, Takamura can do the one-legged pivot, but he's not trained up to have balance like Ippo does. But pretty much Ippo, arguably, can do a one-legged pivot on either leg easily and land. Cause the punch Takamura was throwing wasn't even like an uppercut that Ippo would do. It's literally just like a wide right hook and he fell. But it is what it is. Hajime Ippo round 1343. Was it really a down? Is the headline this one. Well, it's not the title, but it's the headline. And Takamura says to the roach. Wait, what? The roach? Takamura says to the ref, keep counting. That's how many times I'm going to smack you. Now, when I first read that, if you think about it, does the referee understand Japanese? Because like the one in Mexico was speaking Spanish, and there's no guarantee he knows Japanese, but more than likely he does. More than likely. But the other's like, is he threatening the refs? He's really pissed about this. I knew he didn't hit him, so the referees made a mistake. You ruined such an important event. Now the floor of the match changes against him. And the audience continues. You better take responsibility of this, you idiot. It's already happened. It's too late. Ah, Takamura, we're counting on you. And Takamura says to himself, ugh, quit your bitching. Quit your bitching. All the criticisms coming from the peanut gallery. And Takamura walks forward. As he says, the moves are spoiled now. And it's all because of him. As he looks at Keith's dragon. Also, if you're in Japan, of course, Hajime Ippo Volume 131 is out, but it's not like any of us outside Japan can actually buy the volume and understand it. So it's just hopefully the Hajime Ippo volumes will get an international release, but those would be a lot of volumes to collect. A lot of. You can fill an entire shelf by itself. And Takamura says the moves are spoiled now. And if I already said, sorry. Round 3 is a roller coaster. Are things going south for Takamura? Round 1343, God's divine protection. And this is one of the reasons when I clicked on the when I clicked on the site, right, and I saw that title, I was just like, are we going to do this now? Are we going? Let's see how this goes. And the commentator hops in. He's spinning his arm and approaching the champion like nothing even happened. He clearly haven't lost any motivation, and it seems like there's no damage either. And Keith says to himself, for whatever reason, I'm glad to have I got some recovery time. More than that, I was able to clear my head. I forgot around run which punches work on this man. I just need to keep calm and execute. Or stay calm and execute. And he was like, what on earth? Even though his opponent was the one damage, he was given a down, and on top of it, the champion got time to recover. And Ippo thinks to himself, what horrible luck. And Takamura's legs dragging. Drag. And drag. Let's see where this goes. And Ippo continues to think to himself, the injured leg from his incident. First he did it that unreasonable dodge, and even though he stood it took so much time, his bad luck keeps piling up, or rather for the champion, it's all good luck. I'm talking more like so this is the divine man with, so this is the man with the divine protection. The elements yell and holler and blam, and Takamura's mouth guard gets launched right out of his mouth across the arena with an excellent double page spread. Excellent. The audience is shocked. Takamura misses the punch. and he slips by another one. He misses an uppercut, and he gets hit again. The teeth dragon goes for a right, and he connects solid. And the crowd is like, what the hell is this? All of a sudden, he's welling on him. And what about all that momentum from before? So what, that's for real, down for what? For real? The crowd's going ballistic. Sorry, we have a slight technical difficulty, folks. Please, buckle up your seatbelts and keep calm. We were having a slight difficulty with the pages. Did the site like crash or something? Because it's like absolutely nothing is working on the site. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? It's just God's intervention stopping me from reading the rest of the chapter. Like are you? Nah, you can't be serious with that, right? Like seriously. But we'll say this in the meantime as I reload the site. It makes no sense how Takamura got hit with that punch unless Keith Dragon like stepped in for it, because he wasn't even that close to Keith. Unless I'm blind. I have my new glasses now, and Takamura wasn't even that close to Keith when he got hit. So I'm confused. But hey, maybe Keith just landed a good one. This line again, and now we're back. It's a complete reverse for Takamura. Taking a beating. He's getting hit left and right. The challenger is taking all the hits now. The Hawk, who's been dancing in the sky, suddenly dropped to the ground, which is ironic because I did say that before with the heavens cannon and the ground cannon. But we haven't seen what the ground cannon was yet. Takamura throws a right and keeps dragging and instantly counters. And the announcer's like, with that effective, the challenger retreats as his knees buckle. And Yoki was like, he moved all weird when he got hit. Kimura's like, is his injured right leg acting up again? And Mao's like, he's injured. It's a Gake Chip-chan. It can't just be from the injury. That big left hook, right? There's a big left as about to hit. There's something strange about it. Chiefs is a natural southpaw. I thought we, I'm sorry, like, to ruin my momentum, but, didn't we already know Keith could be left or right-handed or ambidextrous? Are we gonna pull a Shigeta now when we already knew about Keith's dragon? I'm gonna, nah. So like he says, so he just took 3 hits from there were 3 hits in a row from a guy's dominant hand. No wonder why it's so effective. Yoki's like, but still, why is he taking such huge obvious punches? He was dodging all the others. And Miyata thinks to himself, surely it can't be that he doesn't see him coming. There's only a big left thing he doesn't react to. Hold on, it feels like we've seen this exact scenario before. Even when Takamura says has something bad, or has something he's bad against, he's able to see right through it. I noticed during a match in the stage round 1, a left string. For some reason, he only has a late reaction to this punch. But even though I thought I knew his weakness, I hesitated to try it. Throwing something like this leads a wide open defense. And to throw it repeatedly a wide left string against a man as strong as him is incredibly dangerous. In order to land, it takes resolve and courage. It's an exchange, both sides of his necks snap backwards. As Yagi says, like, it was a random reckless swing and it turned into a counter. And Takamura's the one who's wobbling on buttered skating legs. Ippo's shocked. His leg injury is positioned from brace for the impact. He lost that exchange. And Keith's like, show me your resolve, show me your courage. Then a path will open up and lead me there. And blam! Just cracks Takamura again across the chin. And Ippo continued to think to himself, it's getting worse and worse so quickly. Why? What's happening? With this is divine possession. Can it really be? And Announcer says, the challenge with all his strength out, he retreats back against the ropes. To the place I was promised by God. No. That's continues. He's absolutely cornered. As Keith says, a place I was... to the place I was promised by God. Takamo's like, the hell's that face? You're all proud of yourself? Inside the ring, man, oh man, is inside the ring's man ain't it? So who the fuck do you bring with you in here? Only 20 seconds left in the round 3, the announcer says, can a challenger survive it? Well, if that's the case, I guess it's time for me to play my trump card too. The next issue, a cover appearance and a full color spread to reveal the big announcement. I thought it was this chapter. I thought I was thinking it said in issue 30, and it said it will pick up on issue 29. So that's my fault. But overall, well, you could tell how I'm like with my reading throughout the chapter, it just got less interesting. Because honestly, my honest opinion, this is bullshit, man. I'm sorry. This chapter, I can't say I like this chapter at all. Cause like, what was all of this in round 2, like in round 1 and 2 and 3? Like, where were all this? Like, this is not one of those things where the momentum of the match actually changed. This is one of those things where it's just a complete left turn and you don't smash right into the tree. That's what this is. I'm not wearing my seatbelt. Just went face first into the bark and broke my neck, dislocated some disc in my back, and completely shattered my entire skull and jaw. That's what I feel like right now. Cause like, are you serious? An entire chapter, oh my, like, are you serious? An entire chapter. First it was the last chapter, where it was an entire chapter of Takamura standing on the floor, and now it's this chapter where it's just like, well, alright, we gotta pull up the bad leg card, or we can't see the left hook card, and everything else card. And remember, Keith knew about this since round 1. What was all of this doing round 2? This is stupid. What was all this doing round 2? Because at least if it was working effectively in round 1, why didn't you use it in round 2? Why did you wait so long? There was no excuse. At the beginning of round 2, he could have just done this. Because he wasn't knocked down that round. He was only knocked down in round 2 before the ref stepped in and stopped it. And called it end of the round. So there's no excuse for this. I'm sorry. This chapter's garbage. I don't care what anybody says. This is the most disappointed I've ever been. I've been through like some okay chapters and, you know, some things like that. But this is going in that route of Randy Boy Jr. I absolutely hate Randy Boy Jr. with a passion. I hate him because he's garbage. He has no skill. The only reason he started winning was because Miata's weight management. And people said that's a bad fight. How? Randy Boy Jr. is trash. Now, if you want to say he's trash, or you want to say it's a bad fight because the way George treated Randy Boy Jr., that's one thing. But to say Miata got plot armor? Like, are you stupid? This chapter's garbage. I don't care what anybody says. This, like, seriously, it broke my face, my neck, my back. I'm crippled. I'm paralyzed. This doesn't make any sense. You wasted an entire chapter of Takamura getting up last week. No, 2 weeks ago. An entire chapter in this chapter, Will. You know, Takamura gets up, right, and now he's dragging his leg. Because you easily could have showed in one small panel last chapter, Keith dragging leg giving out. I mean, not Keith dragging, Takamura's leg giving out. But it just seemed like he just failed by himself. So what's the point of that? And then Takamura, oh, he's still on the floor because, you know, his leg was hurting. Are you serious? So the whole one-legged pivot with Richard Bison doesn't mean anything. Like Takamura hasn't grown. You serious? An entire chapter. And then, like, I also find it suspicious. But like Keith dragging Takamura's squared up. Takamura is slowly getting to rings. He's doing the Takamura Sendo type thing. When he's swinging his arm around, right? Keith dragging thinks to himself, Ippo's not easy down. Takamura is dragging his leg. Now by this point, Takamura have his hands up normally. No, blam. No, there's a page before that. So this is divine protection. He doesn't even attempt to put his hands up. He just get hit like an idiot. Like what is this? Like one page, his hands are down. The next page, it's just like he's about to get him up. What happened? And then the left hand was so apparently vicious that it knocked his mouth guard out and everything. So arguably, if Keith Dragon and Takamura is around the same league, he should have been butter legs then, because you didn't see it coming. Now the fight continued. Keith Dragon threw out some punches. Takamura acted like he can't hit nothing. Keith Dragon right now is not even using his footwork. So how did Takamura miss those 2 punches? At least the first one, it was after he got counted. Takamura moves out the way to Keith Dragon, connects with his shoulder, and he throws an uppercut. Keith Dragon's not even backing back. He just misses like an idiot. There was no excuse for this. Oh, his leg is hurt. That's not an excuse. That would not mess with your range. Takamura is already in range. He's not chasing down nobody. And then he gets countered again. He's shooken now, and he gets followed up. He's shooken. He gets followed up, and it's just, you serious? And he just sits there and continue to take the beating. Where is the blocking? And also, if his leg was hurting that bad, and the double page spreads, look at his right foot. When he had the Charlie horse, his leg was more or less done. In this case, it's you can feel it is what it is, man. This chapter is just awful. It's just terrible. I'm sorry if you like this. Also, I missed the part when he got hit again. He was on butter legs then, but that doesn't even matter. There was literally nothing to trigger Takamura's leg giving out like that. And especially how he was keeping up with Keith Dragon's footwork and applying that pressure about 2 to 3 chapters ago. Like, what was the excuse back then? He was pushing his leg to the limit, but somehow just doing an awkward dodge would just throw it all out of whack. And then they were putting it literally feels like this just came out of random. Like he just pulled this out of nowhere. Like, I don't even care towards the end. Oh, I got a trump card. And I don't care about that nonsense. This is bad. I don't care what anybody says. This is bad. This is. There aren't too many bad Hajime Ippo chapters, but this is like, are you serious? And then, if Keith figured this out in round 1, man, where was this where was this? Then, like, now you want to pull out that luck nonsense? Why are you doing this now? Like, seriously, you already had Takamura embarrassed and things like that. And also, during this entire fight, Takamura's family is actually there. What are their thoughts on the fight? No one knows. But we gotta see Miyata in the Cool Gummo 4 again. Of course. Of course, the Ippo panels. It's his injured leg. What was his injured leg when he was dashing forward and applying all that pressure? What happened to his injured leg then? And I'm pretty sure the thrust and to chase somebody down, that'll be doing a lot more pressure to a leg than actually throwing an awkward punch from being low down. And you didn't even see any major pressure put. It just feels like this just comes out of nowhere. This is like, are you serious? It is just like, you know, I noticed doing the exchange in round 1, but I was hesitant to try it. So when you was getting beaten like a piñata, you didn't think to try it then. This man is a fool. This like you see, and then like on top of that, are we gonna really throw in that he can't see a telegraph with wide big left again? So we're gonna pull about everything with the Richard Bison plus then some? Really? That we just come off this hype train with Takamura being a beast. Maybe it's the fact that the playing plateaued as last chapter, right? It plateaued and then it crashed and burned in one chapter. No, not even one chapter, in a few pages. And it's just like, what is this? And then like Takamura is not even properly defending himself. And then on top of that, you expect Because at least with Richard Bison, the excuse was that Richard Bison was throwing a feint and then going for the big hook. That was the grandiose excuse. He wasn't properly seeing the hit. Because if it brought up let's think, the whole detached retina thing, if it is brought up now, the rest of Takamura's career is done. It's over. There's no point of him fighting anymore. Because they easily could have used the excuse instead of the whole round one hesitation. You could have just brought the whole, he started a fight with Richard Bison. Like, Keith didn't do any research. Like, is Keith stupid? Has Keith lost all his brain cells? I will admit, I'm legitimately mad about this. I'm really am. I'm really am mad about this. Cause this is just. And then to bring up this whole Keith is a natural southpaw. Didn't we already go through this stuff when Takamura had bad luck earlier? It feels like George just put this out of nowhere. Literally. That's literally what it feels like. It just comes out of nowhere. And then Takamura gets beat and he's not even properly defending himself. At all. There's no excuse for this. At least he was getting counted, that was one thing. But he's not even put his hands up. Whatever happened to Operation Turtle? And then like he connects with Keith with a dual exchange. It doesn't matter if he unable to put a lot of punch in it. Cause at least it doesn't even matter. He's still connected, and with the proper timing, Keith could have been worse off, but he wasn't. But he wasn't. It literally feels like it just came out of nowhere, man. That's my whole thing. It was just like one day George woke up and said, you know, I want Takamura to lose. So I started losing. Yeah, that's what I feel like doing. That's what the best course of action. Because it's not the fact that he started to lose. It's everything to the turnaround and the afterthought. And it's just like, are you serious? Are you serious? And then Takamura's like, was it the same Takamura said, if you're an angel, right, then I guess I'm the devil, and then weigh it. Was it this him? And didn't he already know the bad luck was going to show up eventually? I thought we already went through the whole bad feeling thing. What? It's just like, what is this? What is this, man? I will honestly say I'm mad. This is. I knew, like you heard me early in the chapter. You heard what I said. I said I might be mad at this chapter, and I'm glad I was right, because I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to raise my blood pressure, because this nonsense is not making sense at all. And then I'm talking more just like, who the hell did you bring to the ring with you? What do you mean? You already knew about this. You seen the hurricane. You seen all this stuff already. Why are you confused? You're the same man who got hit by a car. You were the same man who nearly had a plant pot drop on top of his scalp and was nearly hit by a multitude of things if Ippo was not there. We had entire chapters of Ippo going out and getting some type of good luck knickknacks and had the Berserk references. We've already been through this. So like, what was all the... It is what it is. This chapter is bad. I don't care what anybody says. This is the first bad chapter I had at Ippo. Like, maybe you guys can find some type of way to justify this nonsense, but this is trash. This is nonsense. Like, this is nonsense. And they're just like, well, it gets time for me to play my trump card too. He repeated the same long left hook without a feint multiple times. And arguably, if you can go to a dual exchange when he's blind against David Eagle, it is what it is. This is the same man who did the one-legged pivot. It's the same man who was destroying the flicker jab. What is Keith Dragon doing now that he haven't already accounted before? He's already had a bad leg before. I thought he overcome the bad leg with the one-legged pivot. At least if he's getting backed up into the ropes, he would have an excuse to use the one-legged pivot. And then the whole last chapter, Takamura literally was not hit. Like, anybody with a pair of glasses could see. It would make sense if it was in Las Vegas and they would have said that he was a hit. But this is not Las Vegas. This is like in Tokyo or something. This is not making sense. Like who hired this ref? Is he bought and paid for? Or is he just that blind and stupid? Like, there's no excusing this. I'm sorry, this is garbage. It's just Big Man Chocolate King. Hopefully you guys can like this chapter. Hopefully you guys was able to enjoy something from it. Because hopefully you guys will be able to enjoy something I can't. But I would like to hear your guys' justification for this garbage. Like, this is not good. This is nah. First, it was an entire chapter, an entire wasted chapter of Takamura partying on the floor. He gets up, ain't no just bad luck at the bad luck. Ain't no bad luck at the bad luck. We could have easily had this at the beginning of the fight. Why pull this out now? I'm not even interested in Takamura trump card. I don't even care. I'm not even Miyata's concerned for this nonsense. Is serious? He has a late reaction to it. Late reaction. And now, you remember that whole thing I said, you know, it's about time for the fight to wrap up. It is time for the fight to wrap up. Now it's just dragging. There's no point of actually watching the fight no more. I have no more interest. I might not even read the next chapter. I might just make a video and announce it because this actually has made me legitimately mad. Like, seriously, it's just... Are you serious? And I want to talk about Miyata's plot armor? What is this? Like, the bad luck is not even making sense at all. Because the bad luck works in a certain type of way. It is not immediately back to back the way it is. There's one thing, then you realize there's another, and there's another. And then you get beat on. It is what it is. It is what it is. This has been Mr. Shockwave King. Hope you guys like the video, cause this chapter is an atrocity. I guess I'll make a reaction video to the super chapter. It is what it is. It's been Mr. Shockwave King. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace. Hopefully you enjoyed this chapter. This is nonsense. This is madness. This is madness.